apparently, from what the internet is saying, not confirmed, obviously, that these bars of pure venom was spewed at Joe Budden. Now, that's not confirmed. We don't know. Joe himself also went on his podcast and dismissed those rumors, saying that he did not think that, he was targeted by these lyrics. Obviously, 50 Cent chimed in on this Bizarre, who was a little upset at Joe chimed in on it. My question is, if this is a beef, Joe's retired, how does this work now? Now, mind you, again, Joe is still signed to Shady. They still have a lot going on, I guess, contractually, but I don't know if that matters because he's not rapping anymore. But if a beef were to occur, present day, what happens?
Oh, man. If Eminem releases a song going at Joe Budden.
What do you mean, a diss record?
A diss record.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Joe's coming out of retirement.
How do you know, though? He hasn't come out for a few people.
Like
Migos.
Yeah, he's not gonna come out.
There's a few artists that
he's not gonna lace up for them.
Wait, so you also said he has a deal with Shady Records, right?
Yeah,
still has a situation.
Signed. He's still signed.
So if he does, you know what's really weird about it? If he does a diss track and he puts it out, Shady Records is gonna make money from that diss track. Anyway, it's like Eminem's gonna make money from that situation.
Not necessarily,
right?
though. If he just puts out let's say if
just
if he just puts out a diss record, no one makes money for it. It's more momentum. Like when you put out diss records or records, you're just putting out the record. Nothing happens.
Sometimes people make profit off of it, though.
Yeah, sometimes the records do get serviced, and you put them to iTunes, and you try to tour off from shit. We've seen that. Yeah, we've seen that happen. But the overall concept is not even about. I don't think. When your mind is on that wave of battling, you're not thinking about profit. You're thinking about I gotta put work in. It's war time. Yeah. So I don't know. Me personally, I don't really. I'm kind of torn about it. Like I get Eminem's perspective, why he would be upset. I get it.
You get both sides.
Yeah, if I'm playing devil's advocate and I'm Eminem, I feel like not even you just being signed to my label, we have some sort of rapport, we have a relationship. We and just in my mind, I don't know, but we're family in a sense, label mates, family. Yeah. Right. So if I feel like you going on a tangent about the marketing strategies or campaigns or things that you thought we were doing as a company without facts is horrible on your platform. I'm feeling a way of, because of that. Yeah. And then. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the only thing I would, if I'm M, that I would have a beef with.
Yeah, I mean, I would understand that. Kind of going back to like what we were talking about with devil's advocacy and all that stuff, because we love to do that here on Grassroots.
Word.
Like if I was Joe, why would I even respond? Like I wouldn't respond with the track. I'm comfortable with that where I'm at. I am making enough money as it is. I'm having a good time. And if I was Joe, not to say that Eminem is doing this, but there have been plenty of people that have utilized Joe or things that he said to, we don't know if they did or not. Don't know that for real. But they have utilized, like any confrontation that they had with Joe has been highly publicized and sometimes marketed in a certain aspect. Yeah. So it's like Joe Budden as a brand, as a person, is actually a marketing tool for other people. if you think about it.
Yeah, but do we really think at this point in Eminem's career that he really needs?
No. I'm not saying that he needs. I'm just saying from a devil advocate standpoint.
Yeah,
it amplifies. It amplifies whatever situation, whatever content that you have that Joe made a comment about. Joe is just like a microphone. Mm-hmm. That's what he is. He amplifies not only his voice and perspective, but he also can amplify situations that he has with certain people if he chooses to respond. Mm-hmm. If he chooses not to, it can eventually die away. It'll obviously have that initial traction because it's, everyone, it's from a media standpoint, like it's M versus Joe. Like that is an amazing headline, but if he doesn't respond, it's going to die away in the media. Like, it's just going to go wash down the riverside.
Which would be terrible for the culture.
Nas is like, yo.
Nas wants it so bad for the culture.
You know why? Because I'm an Eminem fan and I'm a Joe Budden fan. Mm-hmm. So, for me, Eminem is top 5, right? And if I'm being honest, as a Joe Budden fan, I would probably put him in top 5 also. But to be objective, he's probably like top 15.
Okay.
So Eminem versus Joe Budden for me as a fan, I want 100%, and I want at least 2 records from each of them.
He said not one. He said 2 to get the catalog.
They can't even get out 1 record. He's already talking about the follow-up to the initial.
He's like, I'm going to need an EP from both of y'all.
You know why? Because all the stuff that Joe talks about being a competitor and being a lyricist, here's someone in Eminem that can actually match you and who has the capability, if I'm being objective, to defeat you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, as a fan, I'm like, yo, this has to happen. But I understand, for them being friends, I understand that they're one is a boss and one is signed to his label. So I understand why they might not want to go at each other.
So here's my thing, and I agree with what you're saying. I get all of that. My thing is, I would be shocked if Eminem releases a diss record. Because I think about myself and thinking about things that would bother me and what bothers me. Yeah. And then I think about Eminem at his level and where he is from a career perspective. Why do you give a fuck what anybody thinks?
So what do you think is that point? Like when do you say is that point in an artist's career where it's like you shouldn't pay no mind to no diss track? Or is it depending on the substance of that initial diss?
Well, this is why it's tricky when you talk about Eminem. Like, think about how Eminem came out, right? You think about him talking about his mother. You think about his drug abuse addictions. You think about depression. Yeah. You think about a lot of things. Beefing with fucking Mariah Carey, Nick Cannon, a bunch of
Sorry, I thought that was
destroyed. Got him the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. That's my issue.
But listen, she's still popping around Christmas time though.
Word.
Yeah. Mariah Carey got that check around Christmas, y'all.
she wanted no problems.
Yeah, she didn't want no smoke. But the point is, my thing is like, why would I care?
I can't.
Especially if my mindset is, let me be me. I want to just create music. I can still create music. Like, I'm not worried about anything. I don't understand what the angle would be there. What do you get out of that? Yeah. Unless you're just genuinely bothered by what was said.
I think he's genuinely bothered by what was said because it's Joe. And I think they have some type of relationship of mutual respect. And I think his feelings are more hurt by what Joe said than anything.
You think so?
I think
so. I think so.
I think with Joe, like when Joe really cares, he goes all out. We saw that on Complex. Like with certain conversations and certain things that he was saying, like people took it as him just either trolling or being crazy, but like he was passionate about like what he thought. And I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like he's in a comfortable state in his career right now where he may not feel he has to address, because if you think about it, if it is a diss, like I said, we don't know, but if it is a diss, you know how many people have come at him this year alone? Yeah. So he just be like, all right, cool, whatever. But if they do, they better do some freaking Floyd. Right. They better do some Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor shit. They better get a fucking stadium and pack it out.
This is my thing. What's the over-under? So let's say, hypothetically speaking, Eminem put something out. What's the over-under that Joe responds? Because I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't spoken to him. I have no idea.
That's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, we don't know. He may just, if he responds, it could be. It just may be him responding on his Joe Budden podcast.
He better not. True. He better not.
I think he may.
And I don't know Joe at all. Never met him. He better not for the culture.
He'll be so upset. Look at you. He'll be so upset. He'll be hurt. I don't know.
We don't know. I mean,
I guess more to come with that.